Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we will explore one of the most important parts of the building secure APIs, permissions, and access control in Django REST framework. We will understand how to set default permissions, create custom permissions, and test them in real world scenarios. So let's dive in. Why permissions matter? When building APIs, not every user should have the same access. Some users may only view the data, while others can edit or delete it. That's where permission come in. They help control who can access, update, or delete data. The Django REST framework gives us powerful tools to manage this easily. Then, setting default permissions. So let's start by setting a default permission for all our APIs. Go to settings.py file and add the code, this below code. So copy this code inside your main project directory. Okay. Open your VS Code. Inside it, your bookstore project directory. Inside it, settings.py. At the bottom here, you have to paste that code. Save this. Now, in this script, by default, only authenticated users can access an API. If you try to access any endpoint without logging in, you are get 403 forbidden error. Now, after this, URL mapping for website. If you are using website, you don't have to define each URL manually. Instead, use Django REST Framework's routers to map the website easily. This saves time and keeps your URLs clean. Then, creating a custom permission class. Now let's say we want to allow everyone to read data, but only admin users can delete it. We can create a custom permission like this. So, for this, we have to create a permission.py file inside our Books app. For this, let me copy this code, open up your folder, and inside our Books app, here, permissions.py. Hit enter. I have to create this file inside our Books app. That's why I have created this inside it. Now, let me close these files firstly. Okay. Paste that code which we have copied. Now, replace this with this. Now, save this. Okay. Safe methods include get, head, options. So these are allowed for everyone. But any write or delete actions will only work if the user is an admin. So let's see how we can apply the custom permission to our views. Here we can see here's the code. Copy this code from here. Inside our books app in views.py, inside it, first we have to import the permissions, which is admin or user is admin or read only. So at the top we write from REST framework import is admin or read only permission. Here we imported the permission which is admin or read only. Now we have to import copy this from here, delete it from here and paste at the top here. Paste this here. Now here we imported the isAdmin or read-only permission. Then we have imported the generic view. Then we have imported the book and serializer. So we don't need this because we have imported here it is. Save this. This view. Now this view allows user to retrieve, update or delete a book. But only admins can delete it. Non-admin users will get a permission denied message if they try to delete. Okay, so now let's see it practically. Let's testing it as a non-admin user. Let's test this permission. For this, we have to create an admin user using the command create super user. So for this, open your terminal. First break the server. Let me clear this. Now run the command python manage.py create super user. Enter. Let me name it as John. Skip email. Then insert the password. Enter again. Y. You can see super user created successfully. Now you have to go to Django admin panel and create a regular user and uncheck both staff status and super status because we already have the admin user. For this, open admin panel. For this, we have to run server firstly. Refresh it again. Now inside our user status, in John status, we have to uncheck the not active, only staff status and super status and save this. Now you can see start status is not available. Okay. Now if I log in using, first I have to log out for admin user. Now visit the admin panel again. If I log in using John and using the password which we have generated recently for John, and we'll test the API endpoints. Now we have successfully set the status. Now if I visit the endpoints slash API slash book slash 2, now let's test this with Postman. If you don't know Postman, go to API section in our website. Inside this introduction to APIs, here you can see the videos for the API training. Here we explain the what is Postman, how you can use it. Allow this. You can see introduction to API, its content, its video, and all the things are available here. You have to do this properly. In the last video, CRUD operations in Postman, here is the use of Postman. You can see this video and watch this. Now in Postman, let me create first paste this URL here, select the get request and send a request here. It says 404 not found. Let me uncomment this and this. Uncomment this and save. Send request again. Okay, now it's working. You can see here's the record for the ID2 of title PHP, the series, author John, its price 200 and its published date. Now we have successfully created the permission with the get request. Now if we try a put or delete request, it should fail as our permission. So let me try a put request for this. For put request, I will copy this JSON formatted book detail and paste it inside the body raw and select the JSON format and paste it here. Let me update the title updated If I send a post request, it should fail, means we have successfully created the permissions. And if it works, then our permission is paid. So let's try this send a post request. We can see authentication credentials are not provided, means our permissions has been successfully applied. This confirms that permission is working as expected. Now let's recap what we have learned today. Here is the quick summary of what we have learned today. Default permissions, which is set globally in the settings.py. Then apply permissions, add them to views using the permission classes. This gives you full control over who can do what in your API. Then, how does it work behind the scenes? Here's what happens step by step. When user sends a request, DRF check global or view level permission. If permission is granted, the request is processed. If not, 403 forbidden is written. And that's it. You have now mastered how to control access to your API using the Django REST framework. Thank you.